think we're on. Shit, we're live. We're live. All right. All right, yo, what's up, guys? The Insane Game Freaks, Schizomanic here. Back at it again with another Pokemon 2019 episode review, episode 6. That was an episode, yeah. You saw that? There was Pokemon and Pokeballs and catching. Oh fuck! I forgot my hat. Sorry. We gotta keep the canonical. I apologize. I got it. We're good. All right. So, so today's episode was an episode. Honestly, to be honest with you, it was pretty. Other than the music selection, it was pretty underwhelming. I mean, it's literally catching Pokemon the episode, and then you realizing that this is primarily using the Let's Go method of catching, which already rubs me the wrong way. Not necessarily because of Let's Go in general, but because I never cared for that method of catching. That all I have to do is throw a ball and that's it. The tug and war of the gameplay was always, to me, the fact that like you had to not knock it out, but you also couldn't just you couldn't kill it, but you still need to get its health lowered enough to catch it. So the idea in using the Let's Go method is that literally I just throw a ball. Go! And to be fair, considering his name is Go, I should have known that that's the method we were going to be taking, is the Let's Go route of catching Pokemon. I also imagine that Go will have now I'm fucking it up. Go will have a very weird team that will either constantly be changing or shifting, whereas Ash, when he catches a Pokemon, will be like his traditional way of catching Pokemon, where he has a legit team. Which the bad news of this is that means episodes like this, Ash becomes a background character. Although in some ways it kind of worked out because he kept some level of maturity in the situation. He's still childish and naive in the way he has been. But at least he's oh, you have to weaken it first with a battle. Sometimes you can't just throw the ball and catch him. But then he says things like, oh, you can use your Pokédex for that. Like he hadn't used his Pokédex for that. Although I think this might be the first anime adaptation to actually use the Dex with the whole habitat feature. Because I don't think any other anime ever showed that off. Or if it was not showed off consistently. Then again, the trade-off with Ash and the way he was handled before is this whole, even though you could catch more than 6 Mons, Ash would only catch 6 Mons. The one thing I liked about Best Wishes is that Best Wishes let him catch more than that, and he had to create a team out of it. But I also don't like the other extreme where you got one extreme is him not catching but the 6 he needs, and then the other extreme is Go, where you just catch every fucking thing. I need a balance, which is why Best Wishes I think had a better balance of it giving him more than enough, but not a huge amount to where we couldn't still enjoy the Pokemon and their personalities. The episode really just doesn't stick out a lot for me, because of how casual the catching is. Whereas I feel if you're gonna do that, I feel you should only call one evolutionary line. Think about it. This man caught the Butterfree line, the Beedrill line, the Scyther Pinsir, the Venomoth line, and the Parasect line, I believe. I think those were all of them. Those whole lines, and then and then Pinsir and Scyther who don't evolve. And I'm I get it, but at the same time, it doesn't make the episode interesting in the fact that they had to speed through stuff. The fact, Scorbunny's poisoned, we gotta go to the center. Well, it only took a minute. I think in the episode, it took a minute or two. And that was it. It also, the fact that I think Ash is going to have a traditional team means that episodes like these, we'll hear a lot of this, well, let's race to see who can get it first, and Go always win. Unless it's a Pokemon that's Ash has developed a relationship with. They also, it's weird that this episode acknowledges that like Ash's goal is still be a Pokemon Master, but but Ash doesn't explain what he needs to do next. Like Go's goal is defined that I'm gonna go catch every Pokemon leading up to Mew, but for some reason Ash's Pokemon Master dream is only like vaguely understood, where it's like I want to be a Pokemon Master. Well, what does that mean? We don't fucking know. Also, first time I think Ash and Koharu have had a conversation, and it was like 5 seconds. And then the last thing is the episode preview. I already know this is going to piss fans off. I could bet money it's going to make people mad. Why? Because the next episode is them going to Hoenn for the Battle Frontier. Which, listen, I love Hoenn, and I fuck with the Battle Frontier. It's funny. Well, actually, we weren't watching. Well, we were watching an episode from the Battle Frontier arc, like, recently. But my main concern, though, is that, like, there's no way you're going to have an episode of Ash and Go being in Hoenn playing in the Battle Frontier, and then them not acknowledge any of it, especially if they don't. Now, the episode preview doesn't show anything, but if they show any of the Frontier brains, bruh, and Ash doesn't acknowledge their existence, or they don't even acknowledge the history they have, people are gonna be pissed. He, at the very least, I don't give, like, if there's any time he needs to acknowledge his previous canon, this is fucking it. Do not let him walk into the Battle Frontier and be like, what's the Battle Frontier? Like he doesn't fucking know. He needs to know that. I don't care. Listen, if you don't want to show Frontier brands, that's one thing. If he wants to participate, that's whatever. But don't act like he has not already won the Battle Frontier. That's one of the things that's going to frustrate people in general with him. Because it's like, bruh, we know he cannot. Now, I understand, but the problem is that it's a reboot. So it's probably going to act like he's never done it before. But I'm like, bitch, we have receipts. We have receipts from previous gens that prove that he beat the league. He beat the Frontier and was even offered a Frontier brain position. That one, I think this is probably that's going to be the episode that pisses me off. Only because of the history of why is that even being referenced this early on? Like the Battle Frontier and Hoenn. Also, another episode where Koharu isn't here, so I guess we're going to take the Serena approach, and she's not going to really be relevant for a while, so. Nah. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I don't know how to feel right now. We'll see what happens. Let's go. And the other reason why you can tell it's the Let's Go way of catching Pokemon, because they do the whole nice and great thing. Like, they say it right after his ball catches the Pokemon, so that's another hint that it's the Let's Go method of catching Pokemon. I'm just going like, Actually, I think KG summed it up in our chat the best. He was just like, yeah, that was an episode. That's literally how I feel about it. It's just, alright. Nothing really of note happened that I care about. So we'll see. But Battle Frontier potentially has the ability to piss people off, so we'll see what happens. Anywho, later days, and catch you guys later. Peace. Oh.